So I picked up the s-VCM controller for my 2013 Honda Odyssey, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it, but kind of just want to show you what all comes with it. You got the VCM controller right over here. Ships with some zip ties, and then the instructions as well. Either go through this or find a video to help you install it, but it's pretty clear and straightforward. So this is the sensor that we're going to be replacing. It's going to be right over here by the radiator hose, the thermostat. We're just going to unplug that pigtail and get that plugged in, and we are going to run that battery lead up to the positive terminal right over here. So I'm going to unclip that, clip the VCM in the controller, and run it to here, and that should disable eco mode. All right, so there it is right here. See if I can keep this in frame and do it with one hand with the light and everything. A little bit of a tight fit, but the clip is on this side right over here. Okay, so I had to actually use my right hand instead, but after you clip it, it should slide off. You shouldn't have to put a ton of force onto it, but it should slide off. Okay, so once you have that disconnected, it's basically gonna go, this bit here is gonna go right on there. This bit is gonna go back where this plug was originally. And then we're gonna connect this to the positive terminal. Then we're gonna run this back down. All right, so there's the muzzler onto the coolant sensor, into the VCM, and into the original connector right over here. I did zip tie them together, so now we're gonna go ahead and run this to the positive terminal. Okay, so now with this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take off this nut right over here, and you are going to slide this on, and then reconnect the nut. All right, so if you're wondering, this is a 10 millimeter. We're gonna slide off this nut right over here, and then connect this inside, put the nut back on, and we'll be good. All right, so here's how everything looks. This is connected. I need to play with the placement a little bit just because it's kind of touching where the radiator hose meets right over here. So I wanna play with the location of that, but I got the power source running right over here. Just shut that, that's good. So let's take it for a test drive, see if eco mode kicks on. All right, so just started up the van, and so far no check engine light or anything. So let's get it up to operating temp and see how it is. So far so good. Shifting seems a little bit smoother. The shifts on this weren't rough to begin with, even with the VCM enabled, but so far it's a little smoother, I feel like. All right, so we're at 20, medium throttle. Yeah, no eco mode, even letting off the throttle. So far so good. Okay, let's go ahead and get it up to, around 50. Shifting, while trying to give it a little bit more throttle, feels a lot better. Doesn't feel as confused about what it wants to do. Shifting feels good. It feels pretty smooth, especially when going up towards a little bit of a higher speed. When previously there'd be a little bit of hesitation in terms of, you know, what gear to engage in and whatnot. So overall pretty good. So overall pretty easy installation for the s-VCM, and performance is good so far. This does need a drain and fill, so I'm gonna do that next, but I would just play with the placement a little bit on these just to make sure you kind of get it right and don't, you know, place it in a position that's going to, you know, cause, you know, it to have a shorter lifespan or anything like that. So overall, satisfied with it so far.